Hi guys, Rufus and Doofus here. Past video, I had mentioned that I'd pretty much made my mind up on a Class A motorhome, which still holds true. But that doesn't end the searches, because now I have to decide whether it's going to be a gas or a diesel. I have to decide on the length of it. I have to decide whether the engine is, if it's a gas, if it's going to be a Ford or a Chevy. Whether it's going to be an 8-cylinder or a V10, V10, a workhorse engine. The Triton, I believe they call it. It's a little bit more efficient from what I've read. Then I have to decide whether there's going to be slides or no slides, and everything impacts the performance and the livability of the motorhome. Now, I have some control over those issues, and but not all, because number one, I'm buying used and I'm on a limited budget. So, little limited, but there's plenty of assortment out there. I may not get everything I want in the motorhome, but I'm sure to get at least some of the things that I want. Now, as far as gas versus diesels, from what I've understood, and also talked to a friend of mine who was both a gas and diesel mechanic for a large bus company in upstate New York, said that the diesels get a bit better mileage. They can push a little better. Most of them are pushers, which means the engine's in the back, so rather than pulling, it's pushing the vehicle. And that they're a little better in hilly country, but there's a price to pay. That, you know, they require significant amount of maintenance, and the mileage isn't quite, or I'm sorry, the mileage is better than the gas, but there's drawbacks. They're more expensive. Now, what I've noticed is that every time I see a diesel, the motorhome seems to be built a lot better. It seems like it's on a heavier, more heavy-duty chassis, and the interior looks a little bit more classy, and the price reflects it. The used diesel homes are more expensive than the used gas homes. As far as a slide versus no slide, well, that's going to affect the decision on the length, because without a slide, which is basically an area of the motorhome which slides out and gives you more room, turns it from 8 feet into a 12-foot area, you can live with a shorter motorhome because of that added space that you're going to get. So there's drawbacks to a slide too. I guess they can just be another source of a headache. But I think I would like to have a slide. I pretty much decided I want to get something between the 30 to 35 foot length. Don't want to go any longer than 35 foot. Just to get the room that I need for the dog and I, for Rufus and I, my buddy here, and to live a little comfortably. I don't want to really be cramped up. And then I noticed that some of the units with the slides, if you're on the road and you want to go use the bathroom and you pull over, sometimes the slide actually inhibits access to the back of the motorhome where the bathroom is usually found. So, you know, the slide can be great when you're parked. It can be a problem when you're not parked and set up. Other things to consider, like I said, between the Chevy and the Ford gas engine, is that from what I've read, the Ford seems to have more negative reviews on gas mileage. Not that they're going to be great anyway. I mean, I'm planning on 8 to 10 miles per gallon with a gas engine, and that's, you know, staying at slower speeds. From what I gather, and also talking to my friend who was the mechanic, he said once you start going over 60 miles an hour with diesel or gas, it's just going to start chewing some gas or drinking some gas up very quickly, and also when it's climbing in terrain that's hilly. So, you know, lots of things to consider. But again, I definitely have made up my mind on a Class A, and now we just have to decide whether we're going to go with a diesel, a gas, a slide, no slide, length, all kinds of issues to think about. So I just wanted to share that with you, and if you have any questions or input, I'd really love to hear them. As I said, I'm new at this, so I'm learning as I go. I'm talking to a lot of people. I'm also trying to have my friend, Larry is his name, who's the diesel mechanic and gas mechanic. I want to see if he'll agree to have an interview with me so that I can ask him questions and share his responses with you guys. He's very knowledgeable, outstanding mechanic. I've known him for years and years and years, and as I said, he was in the business for 30 years working for the same company, and he's had experience with all kinds of diesel engines in all kinds of vehicles, also all kinds of gas engines in all kinds of vehicles, including buses and trucks and motorhomes, you name it. So it would be a very, very interesting interview. Rufus seems to be a little rambunctious. He wants me to go somewhere with him today. So that's it for today. Again, I appreciate any suggestions you might have, any comments, and don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. It's a little crude right now. I just got to work out some bugs with the camera and also with the editing software. So bear with me, but I'll nail it. Okay? Take care, guys, and thanks for watching. Bye-bye.